Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. I'm still working on a little bit of a new setup. I have a microphone right here, if you can see that. I apologize, but also not really because it gives you and me better audio quality. I am back today with a new fashion experiment, clothing experiment, style experiment, whatever phrase I'm putting on this, whatever you want to call it. I recently made this video, which is linked up here, which is me wearing only neutrals for like 2 weeks. I haven't actually finished editing that video when I filmed this, and I don't know how many looks I actually ended up wearing, but at least like 10 of them, I think. I wore only neutrals for however long, and now I'm doing sort of the opposite of me wearing quote unquote only colors. Now you might be looking at me and going, that's not a color, or it's a neutral, rather, this is white. But where my previous video I was only allowing myself to wear neutrals, and neutrals to me meant white, grey, black, beige and brown, I am allowed to wear neutrals for this experiment, but I'm not allowed to wear solid neutrals. Like, this is a white shirt with color on it, therefore it is okay. Also, you're gonna see my slippers now, but I basically only own black tights, which means that if I want to wear tights with any of my looks, which I do because it's still winter here, I have to wear black tights. So they are excluded. I do have some colorful tights that I haven't worn in way too many years, and I don't know if they still fit. So if they do, I might try incorporating that, or I'll just check if they fit, and if they no longer do, I will pass them on to someone else. Because tights are too small is just horrible to wear. So whereas for the previous experiment, this shirt would have been a no-go, this dress, even though predominantly black, still does have mustard and purple and pink and white on it. These would have been no-goes for the previous experiment, but they are fine for this one. I am just not allowing myself to wear solid neutrals. Like, for example, a completely white shirt or black jeans or a grey cardigan. Now, I did have some challenges with the previous experiment, the main ones being that it got a bit boring, kind of. Like, I like color, which is why the vast majority of my wardrobe, in one way or another, features color. And just wearing black and white and grey, although I did feel quite put together, it was just a bit boring. It also had the downside of me only having 3 cardigans that are in that color scheme, the neutral color scheme. For this experiment, however, I do have a lot more cardigans and sweaters, which, great because they are colorful, but I tend to, not mostly, maybe mostly, at least partly, pair them a lot more with neutral bottoms. Like, I might wear a green sweater, but it might be worn with black jeans normally. So it is still a challenge for me. Now, today is the 3rd day of me doing this, and just like with the neutrals experiment, I do tend to wear most of my outfits for 2 days in a row, so this is actually only my 2nd outfit that I'm wearing, but I'm gonna show you clips throughout of my outfits that I wear, and hopefully this will be fun for me, hopefully it'll be fun for you as well, and we'll just see how I get on, and maybe down the line I will attempt an experiment that is actually only color, no neutrals at all. Tights might still be an exception to that rule if I decide to do that one day, but this shirt and the dress I just showed you would be off limits. I don't know if I could swing that. I don't know how fun that would be, or if it would just be challenging, but we will just see as time goes on, I guess. But that is the start of this video. Let's show you the outfits. Okay, so in this first shot I am wearing my new favorite dress that I showed you at the end of my February thrift haul. I love it. It is a shirt dress with a cinched waist that is elasticated. It is extremely comfortable, and I just feel like it's really flattering too, so I was very excited to get to wear it so early in this experiment. And then I paired it with this cardigan that is like a pinky purple kind of shade. It looks a bit more maroon on the camera than it actually is in real life, but it went decently with the dress despite not being exactly the same color. And then I just paired this with some tights and my cat slippers while indoors at home. And yeah, I was just really comfortable in this. The dress is extremely comfortable, like I said, and I just felt really good wearing this outfit. Next, we have an outfit I wore when I was working from home one day. It's these mustard pants and this big oversized white shirt with dots in green and red and black and mustard on it. I really like this combo. I've worn this plenty of times before and I just feel like it looks good. And yes, paired those as well with some black tights and my kitten slippers or cat slippers while indoors at home. This would be a little bit too cold to wear out, so I just wore this while I was working from home, and I would have put on a sweater or something if I was going to wear it out of the house. And that is exactly what I did the day after. The day after I went into work and I wore the same thing paired with this dark green, which almost looks like petrol blue on camera, but it's a dark green sweater that I paired with this outfit. I've worn this combination before as well. I'm trying to show you that I'm wearing the same shirt here, and it's just really comfortable. I like it a lot. Next up, we have what is my favorite outfit of this entire experiment. It's my new wool skirt, also from that February haul I talked about, which has shades of turquoise and purple on it, paired with this purple boat neck sweater and the earrings I got myself as a reward for passing my driving test. I loved this outfit. It's definitely my favorite from the whole experiment. Now, this outfit looks like it is neutrals, but it's actually a navy dress, navy and white dress, and a navy sweater, but the light doesn't do that justice. I got this dress back in the January haul. You can see that up in the links as well. And I quite enjoyed this outfit, though it was definitely the most neutral outfit of the bunch. Next, just ignore whatever my sweater is doing here. I raised my arms to fix my hair and then I got this weird crease. Either way, skirt that I got in January that I just love how it moves and how it fits and how it looks. And then I paired that with a light purple sweater that I've had for a number of years now. Not the same color as the skirt, but I feel like it still goes. And here I'm wearing my favorite sweater that was also part of the January haul. Just a sweater and some jeans, and I wore a t-shirt underneath that you can't see, but it was a light blue t-shirt that I've had for many years, so it fits the only wearing colors thing. I like this outfit. It was fine. Nothing special, but it was fine. And then the last outfit I accessorized with a cat because she wanted to be in the shot apparently. One of my favorite dresses, it was in all my capsules of last year, and then that same green sweater from an earlier outfit. I'm also wearing a matching pink shirt under the sweater, but you can't see that because of how I angled the shot. And there you have it. This is the end of me trying out this experiment of wearing not neutrals or being allowed to wear things that are neutral plus other things, like not solid neutral pieces. And if you watched me wrap up my previous video, the one that went up last week, which was me only wearing neutrals, this might all look very similar. And yes, I'm filming these two clips back to back, same day, same place, same everything. Now I think this experiment, the one of wearing color, was more fun. I had more fun and more versatility, I felt like, with the pieces, both because I had access to more pieces than I did in the previous experiment, but also because I like color and I like patterns, and I hardly used any patterns in the previous video. But I don't know if I will make a version of this video where I'm only allowed to wear colors. I have looked a little bit in my wardrobe as I've been going through, and wearing pieces or having enough pieces to put together outfits that have zero neutrals in them at all, I think might be a little bit difficult, because I have a lot of pieces. Like I got a pink jumpsuit back in January, for example, that is predominantly pink, and then it has yellow flowers with hints of white on it, and so that would be disqualified from such an experiment just because of that white, even though it is predominantly pink and yellow. It might still be an experiment I'd like to try at some point, but I think that would be more of a summer thing than a winter thing. Partly because of my trusty black tights that I always wear all throughout winter, and I need them to not freeze my legs off, but also I just think I have more colorful pieces in summertime. But as I'm saying that, I'm not sure that is true. For example, the outfit I wore during this experiment with the purple boat neck sweater and the turquoise and purple skirt, minus the tights, that is a completely colorful outfit. The earrings did have white on them, but I didn't mention the earrings now, did I? And I really enjoyed that. And when I think of my summer wardrobe, I think a lot of my dresses and a lot of my tops and my favorite pair of summer pants, which are those checkered ones that I've shown you plenty of times before, not the culottes, a long pair of pants, they all have white in them, and so that might be really difficult. But either way, we will see if I end up doing that at some point. I'm not about to do that now, so don't expect that to be the next experiment I do, but I'm tempted. I am attracted to the challenge, but we'll just see if I get around to doing it. One last thing to mention here before I wrap this up is also that we had a bit of an accident this month during me doing this experiment. I got sick, I had a cold, so I didn't properly get dressed for a few days, and that's fine. I would have accepted wearing neutrals during that time, like it doesn't count for the experiment. But while I was sick, our heating broke and we had about 2 degrees Celsius indoors for 4 days. It was very cold, and it was just a matter of layers and blankets and layers and these like standalone heaters on, and it was not fun. That means that this experiment ran for longer than it should have, from start date to end date, but the amount of outfits I put together and that I've shown you in this video are a decent amount anyway. So it wasn't 2 consecutive weeks or 10 consecutive days, but it was still, it was only interrupted by tragedy. And so that's fine. What? I mean, had I done this experiment and suddenly there was a funeral, another type of tragedy, it would also have been okay.
I would say that was would be more of a tragedy?
Yes.
Than cold?
Well, yes. But I was still allowed myself to wear black during that and not be like, no, we can't do the funeral for 2 more weeks. I'm doing an experiment. Or just show up looking like a clown. It's one or the two. One of the two. But anyway, there you have it. I would love to hear down below if you've tried anything similar. Do you wear a lot of color in your normal wardrobe? Would you like to try to wear more color during some sort of experiment? Let me know. I know if my husband, who is over there, was to answer this question, the answer would be
all the color.
Yes. Yes. So if you want to see his wardrobe at some point, let me know and maybe I can talk him into it.
Maybe.
He looks skeptical. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon, so I hope to see you then. Bye!
Does white really count as neutral when it's with other things?
I mean, for this experiment, I allowed myself to wear things that are white, but with other things on it.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been thinking about if I should do an experiment that is no white or black or grey or beige or brown. I'm not sure. I am undecided. If white is non-neutral, I'm fine. I could do that for months on end.
I'm just thinking because like something that has a little bit of white, like these pants have a little bit of white in them. They're also mostly white,
yeah.
I know, but like,
I mean,
if I made the rules.
If you made the rules.
If I made the rules, then as long as it's more color than non-color.
Okay, yeah.
It would not be neutral.
So then that jumpsuit would still work, but neither of my long white summer dresses would.
No.
Because they have flowers on them, but they are predominantly white. Yeah. So this dress to me is not neutral.
No.
But it has beige on it, and it has white, and it has black on it. And so I wouldn't be allowed to wear this if I made that experiment or did that experiment.
That depends on the ratio. Like,
yes.
It has more other colors than those colors.
Yes.
But
see, now I'm thinking of the dress I wore during this, which is white and navy, the one I got in January. I'd say that's 50-50. And navy I haven't counted as a neutral, though some people would. But will I have to like mathematically sit down and be like, okay, 18% is white? Because I don't know how to do that math.
Maybe you could go more on feeling.
More on feeling. It doesn't feel like it's more white.
Yes.
Fair enough.